Yo.
Wagwan champion.
Yo. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, this is I'm the Breakfast Show, and it's everybody's favorite time of the morning.
What is the time, Mr. Wolf?
Hey, the time is it's time for Talk Yuh Talk.
Yeah.
Talk Yuh Talk.
Talk your talk.
Talk Yuh Talk, boy.
This one is going to be a little bit touchy.
Quite talkative. We go easy, man. I ain't go rough up anybody today, but you know, the last few months, I have been speaking a lot about this on this program about
accountability. Yeah.
And responsibility. You know, I think it's something that's really important. It's become an important thing in my life.
And we can tell who's not listening to our show.
Yeah. They should tune in, man. They should. But, you know, definitely it's something that I've been thinking about and working on for the last however long. And I think it's something great to talk about, especially with some things that have happened recently. Now, first of all, before we go into the situation,
yeah,
you have to understand that there's a difference with accountability and responsibility, fundamental differences between what they actually are.
Right.
And we tend to use those words in a very interchangeable manner when in truth and in fact they are not.
No.
Responsibility is something that, let's say, just so people understand, responsibility is something that's like task oriented. You know, it's everybody on the team is responsible for a particular job. You know, it's focused on, you know, defined job roles or defined job descriptions. So, for example, you are the head of whatever.
Yeah.
And you are responsible for doing that job.
Yes.
Simple. Accountability is something different. Accountability has to do with accountability, something that's required for like effective leadership, for example. So if something goes wrong, if something's at fault, then you're the one that takes ownership of it. So
yes.
So accountability is more about ownership, and responsibility is more about doing something.
Yeah.
Difference.
Yes.
Now that we're clear on what that is, we could go into the real thing now.
Yeah.
So Shab, actually, I'm gonna let you talk a bit about it because you know a bit more.
I know un poco.
So on Monday, I at home chilling, you know, going on social media, and noticed that there's a big hullabaloo.
There's an uproar.
Yes. a disturbance, unsettled situation. Problem happening online, and everyone within the Caribbean UK soca community online have been just talking about this thing.
Yeah.
So what happened was there was a band launch over the weekend.
Yeah, on Sunday.
I think it was Island Mass, you said it was?
Yes, Island Mass UK.
Okay, so there was a band launch over the weekend, and they seem to have had a wardrobe malfunction.
Yes.
On the stage, and I'm putting that nicely, but as we go along, I'll describe it in a much different manner.
Yes.
But basically, a model went on the stage for this band launch, and she was modeling her costume.
Yeah.
And the punks was outside us.
She was exposed.
She was exposed. The punks was outside.
Yes.
I ain't lying.
Yes.
You know, the punks was outside.
That's what happened. That is what happened, Konata.
The punks was outside. Oh,
it
blew my mind.
Yeah.
So
I think it blew everyone's mind. That's the problem.
She came on stage. All right, let me say, bro. She came onto the stage.
Yeah.
Modeling the costume, you know. Ready, I don't want to go home. And she making a zig. So actually dancing.
Yeah.
And it seems like the way the thing was designed or something, it kind of fall in a way and lop so, and then everything was exposed.
Yeah.
The full kitty cat, boy. the full Bear Grylls.
Yeah,
boy. The full nunchuck.
Yes.
You know.
People can start listening to the show, but feel like, what sort of sexist talk is this? But yes,
anyway,
she was on stage parading her costume.
Yeah, boy.
And the thing about it is, I don't think she realized because I think the audience was screaming,
Right.
and I think she thought the audience was cheering.
Yeah, boy.
But it was like no.
I mean, they were cheering.
Yeah. Well, I don't know if it was cheering or jeering, but people was keeping a lot of noise. I think she was
cheering, and
she was like,
glaring.
yo, everybody they're rooting for me,
boy.
and actually she actually started to wind up and get on even worse. You know what I mean? Based on the noise that was being received.
Right.
Yeah.
So
Interesting.
So after that, of course, and that was streamed live as well.
Yeah, they
So
had a live stream as well. Yeah.
all over social media, people were talking about this thing, and then it went from berating the model for doing this, and then it went into berating the designer, and then berating the band, and then it went back and forth, and then of course emotions started to fly left, right, and center, and people started to weigh in on a personal level as well, and one would say that the band engaged in the audience in quite a aggressive manner, I think.
Yeah.
To put it straight.
Yes.
So I think the one would say that the interaction with the community online from the organizers wasn't like didn't come across in a favorable manner to the crowd. So people kind of reacted to the band. Again, people felt like the band should have taken some level of responsibility and accountability for what happened. And in the initial response, the band did not.
No,
and
exactly.
So people were kind of.
It took a while for the band to hold up their hand. You know what I mean? A lot of the response was really, really defensive. You know what I mean? Right. And it came across that the band owners were actually saying to the audience, well, you try to come out here and put on a band launch and see how many things it takes to put on a band launch, and
wow, and
also we're unable to quality assure every single costume that comes off because we have 1 million sections that they only had 6, right? But they were like, we have all these sections that we're trying to get out, and we can't do this. And this was the talk that the band, or the response that the band was given in the beginning. You know what I mean?
Right.
Right. And you could, as you said, you could see that it was personal.
Yeah.
They were taking it personally.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But to be fair, when something like that goes wrong, you just gotta hold your hand up and be like, we appreciate that it went wrong.
Yes.
Sorry about that. You know what I mean? Well, we can discuss if you think they should say sorry about that, but I think they should say, sorry that it went wrong, and sorry that this is what happened. However, of course, we didn't mean for that to happen. You know what I mean? Kind of thing. You know what I mean?
I don't know if anybody
get the people back on your side.
Yeah, but I don't think anybody, unless you are this guy that likes to shock and awe. And I don't think that was the intention of the band, to shock and awe the audience in that manner. So I do think that you do have some level of responsibility to the audience that you're presenting something to, and they should know in advance if it's a Kit Kat parade. You know what I mean?
You know what I mean? That was our thing. That was my thing. And my thing at first, reading the comments.
Joanne is not impressed. With my analogies. Okay.
Yeah, well, that's the reality, man. I think people they needed to check all the costumes.
Yeah.
We're gonna talk about things. So we having a slight discussion about
So
what can change before somebody, from the time somebody is backstage to what could change
when
somebody goes on stage as well.
And also about we'll go a bit more in depth in terms of who is actually responsible for what happened.
Who's responsible?
So who's responsible? and then because at the end of the day, the people involved should, in my opinion, should take accountability. Actually, I ain't gonna bust my final thought there, because that's almost my final thought.
Yeah.
So we're gonna talk about exactly along this chain of events, where was the weak link that caused this thing to happen, and then and why did this happen?
Why did it happen? We get into the nitty gritty today.
Yeah, today is the day.
Today.
So I'm the Breakfast Show, Chef Beats and Konata. We shall return with Talk Yuh Talk. We're talking about responsibility and accountability. And we're going to dive into this with this very interesting, I was going to comment on your analogy, but change my mind. All right. I'm done.